Hello, everyone. This is Brett. Thank you for joining me for a new episode of Friday on the Turntable. Super excited to show this really great vinyl haul that we got online through Acoustic Sounds. Acoustic Sounds, the world's largest supplier of audiophile recordings. They're based out in Kansas. Check out these mailers that they design. They have these wings on them to prevent corners from getting dinged. They stamp everything with fragile, keep out of direct sunlight. So this packaging is just quite great. All right, so everything in this haul is kind of in the realm of post-punk, dream pop, goth, shoegaze, cold wave, and even some early 90s alternative rock. First off is a relatively obscure post-punk band, Modern Ian. This is their one and only album from 1981. This is Fiction Tales. You can see it even has the original hype/price sticker on there, £3.99. The band broke up just like shortly after this album was released, and the keyboard player Tim Lever went on to play in Dead or Alive, You Spin Me Around, Brand New Lover. So really happy to find this, Modern Eon. Next up, this was just such a killer find. Great Scottish band called Lowlife. This is their first release. It's a mini album of 6 songs called Rain. If you're unfamiliar with Lowlife, Will Heggie was the co-founder and original bass player in Cocteau Twins. He left after the first album, Garlands, went on to form Lowlife. They released albums all the way up through the mid-90s and then broke up. But if you can find Permanent Sleep, Diminuendo, their second album, Godhead, their third album, all super great. And so this is on Night Shift Records. And this is like a little mini debut LP. Highly recommend Lowlife. So good. All right, next up, another great score. In the shoegaze realm, what I would personally call Baroque shoegaze. I've talked about this band in the past. And I refer to them Baroque because they do have a flute player, flautist, and this is Blind Mr. Jones. This is the reissue of their second album, Tatooine. Star Wars reference there. Came out in 1994. They only put out 2 albums. The first one, Stereo Musicale, which I've talked about in the past. Tatooine, 1994. Then they broke up. This reissue is on this really cool, I don't know what you call that, but it's nonetheless cool. The closing track on this, Mesa, super great. If you're unfamiliar, I recommend a song called Spooky Vibes from the first album, Mesa from this one, another great score. All right, next up, the Sheffield UK band, the Comsat Angels. Once again, some more post-punk. This is their third album, Fiction, from 1982. Original Polydor pressing, has the original inner sleeve. Really happy to find that one as well. Comsat Angels. Great stuff. All right, this next one is a compilation that came out in 1986 on Factory Records and then Relativity, I think in the United States. This is the Rooty Column. A lot of you may be familiar with them. If I'm holding that up the right way, there you go. Rooty Column, fronted by Vinnie Riley. If you're familiar with Morrissey's first album, Viva Hate, Vinnie Riley played guitar in it. But he's had this project since the very early 80s and released a ton of stuff. Valuable Passages, 2-record set. This collects tracks from the first several albums and releases. Even includes a little promo sheet that was sent out by Relativity talking about the record. Rooty Column has elements of like ambient, kind of dream pop, post-punk, some beautiful stuff. All right, next up, sorry, out of frame here. Next up, another obscure group. This is some French post-punk, what's known as cold wave. This is Mary Goes Round. This came out in 1989. Like the Lowlife, it was their first release, and it was also a mini album. And includes some promo sheets in here as well, which is always a really nice touch. Some tour dates and such. And in addition to getting that first little mini LP, also got their first full length, A Sunset in the Sky. And this one includes a cover of the Nile song from Pink Floyd from the More album. So Merry Goes Round. Kind of, if you're familiar with the band, the Asylum Party, kind of contemporaries of the Asylum Party. All right, this is the next two my wife Sarah picked up, and we were really happy to find this one. This is an original 1993 4AD UK pressing of the first Belly album, Star. Back in the MTV days, 120 minutes, you would often hear the song or see the video for the song Feed the Tree or Dusted. Just a great album, fronted by Tanya Donnelly, who was a member of Throwing Muses and also the Breeders, and she's the half-sister or stepsister of Kristen Hirsch from Throwing Muses. But Belly put out 2 albums in their original run, and then they reunited. I think it was 2018. They put out their 3rd album called Dove. But the first 2, Star and King, super, super good. This is great to have. Comes in the original inner sleeve with all the credits. And then the last one in this haul ended up getting this new release from Belly. We haven't even opened it yet. This is called Bees, and this is put out by Run Out Groove. And it's a collection, stamped limited, and it's a 2-record set collection of all different B-sides and cover songs done by Belly. And it was just put out, I think, in 2021. I'm a huge Graham Parsons fan, Flying Burrito Brothers, his solo stuff, his work with the Byrds, International Submarine Band, and this actually has a cover of the Flying Burrito Brothers song, Hot Burrito No. 1. It also has a cover of Jimi Hendrix's Are You Experienced? So anyways, let me know what you guys think. Anything in here you are really excited about seeing, or any favorite things that that I showed? Yeah, Acoustic Sounds. We will be ordering from them again. This is our first. I think we ordered something from them a couple weeks ago, and we were really happy with just the way it arrived, the packaging and everything. So I highly recommend. So thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, click that button, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Goodbye.